make an upset and make your way over here. Beating Ryan is no slouch because, like I said, Ryan is good. Ryan is like my, if I could make a dream bracket, I'd have Ryan in top 8, for example. So that is a huge deal, making it all the way over here. But now, let's see if they are able to take out Sonix.
That would be an insane upset.
That would be, that'll, insane is like, that'd be crazy, dude, you know?
Because Sonix is just one of those players that quite literally does not get upset.
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
Yeah,
he simply just doesn't get upset.
He plays very well, all the way until you start seeing like familiar faces. You know, you see familiar names, you're like, okay, maybe they can beat Sonix, or maybe Sonix can beat them. But like you say, yeah, he doesn't get upset very often. So that'll be really interesting to see. And now we're gonna get Palutena versus Sonix. So I think Sonix does very well into Palu. I think this is one of the matches where Palu doesn't really have a lot of, fun playing against, because Palu can get the Nair trains going. They can, but I think Palu's strength is their combos and the fact that they're really strong off stage, and Sonic is good at those as well. And here we go, just 41% off the rip he did.
Yeah, off the rip right there. Yeah, definitely cooking for sure. And this is a matchup that I feel like we do see Sonix have a lot of experience in. Obviously, when you travel as much as Sonix does, you have to play pretty much every top Palutena around. So Tohru definitely going to have his work cut out for him. But Sonix, one of those players that consistently just gets these combos. He definitely is the winner of the war of attrition, falling out of the up air. But Tohru finally getting some stuff right here started. Not a whole lot here, though.
Nice, look for that down special. Automatical, you can't do that. You cannot stay stationary versus Sonic. That's just going to be free damage for him.
Ooh, the trump right there, not able to actually get anything. Sonic still being a little bit aggressive. Interesting option with the downer. Enough to work, though. Forward throw, putting him off stage just in case Tohru wanted to go to ledge. That was a really smart play. But, man, Sonix is just showing, like, why he's able to change the pace of the game just pretty much at the drop of a hat, because of how fast Sonic is, and just because of his awareness and positioning. Like, everything is super calculated if you're Sonix,
Absolutely. And positioning in this game is something that talking about Marvel Rivals for a second there. Positioning is just important, because as I played that game, Sonic plays that game a lot too. Yeah. It helps me actually play Smash a lot better, because where you are on stage at a certain point in time kind of determines a lot of how the match can go for. 74%, by the way. I thought he would lose his stock by now. Forward throw, not going to do it at all. Is kind of in, that should do it. Back throw? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I was about to say, it's kind of in that mark the right zone where Sonic can't really get a raw kill unless he gets like a throw or like a smash stock or something like that. But it's going to go ahead and get that back. They're going to get that kill. Up air into back air, going to be a lot of damage. Not going to get anything too crazy yet, Tohru. So still at 74%, still has all of his stocks intact. Sonic's looking comfortable.
Yeah, definitely looking great right here. Back throw, not going directly off stage, though. And just like that, Tohru kind of losing stage control, and now in a situation where he's just being ledge trapped by Sonix. Nair right there, weak Nair, potentially could have confirmed into something. You see Tohru going, whittling it down slowly but surely, but in the last minute and a half, Tohru's gotten 2, maybe 3 hits. It hasn't been a whole lot. Sonix is playing really good defense, but the back here, more than enough. Can't hang around that ledge a little bit too much like that.
Yeah, 106 is definitely. Oh!
Soul, right into your soul. That finds the kill anyways.
That was just mean. That was just mean. Oh my god. All right, just next stock. Wow, charging the forward smash, reading the air dodge. What a call out. New up air into up air again. Neutral air, I like that. Kind of sends Sonic at this really cool horizontal space where he can get a little bit more damage going, but it's not going to get the full combo. Back air, not going to kill just quite yet. 79%. Ooh. Yeah, he was right in front of him, too.
I thought he was going to ledge.
Yeah, me too. No, kind of just stared him down.
Yeah, looking really good. I mean, this is bread and butter Sonix, 100%. And like you said, 0 for 2 on those auto reticles. Can definitely get punished very, very easily. Goes back to the ledge, doesn't get punished for it either. And this is the moment where, even if Tohru wanted to hit Sonix, Sonix is just, at this point, playing such good defense. A little bit antsy with the counter right there, and gonna get punished accordingly. Sonix, business as usual. Relatively unscathed in that game 1.
Yeah, that was, like you said, business as usual, Very comfortable game, knows how to play that matchup. So let's see if, Tohru can make some adjustments happening. He is 100 billion% the underdog here.
Yes.
So we're going to have to see, is it possible for him to just lock Sonic down? That's the hard part. Locking Sonic down or making sure that he cannot play the games that he wants to. That's how you beat Sonic. That's how you beat this character.
Yeah.
And doesn't have all the options to do that.
Yeah, no, 100%. And, that's the thing is, Sonic's, we talk about, you mentioned about, we were talking about positioning earlier, and, just to kind of go back on that, it's so important. And Sonic specifically hangs out in zones where Auto Reticle's not a threat, Explosive Flame's not a threat. Palutena really has to commit and lose position and advantage just to get an air, just to get a back air. And then by the time you even get there, Sonix is already gone. He's already in a different part of the stage. He's already moving around.
Down throw into forward air. And this smaller stage should help them track Sonix down a lot more. It's a very smart stage to pick as well. You don't want to pick somewhere big. You know what I'm saying? Where you can just kind of run away for free.
Yeah.
Up there. Nice parry, but doesn't get all the hits going.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, definitely, ooh, that would have been kind of nice.
Yeah, I saw some there too. I saw some there too.
I saw the vision.
Yeah, there's a future there, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
But what were you saying earlier?
I was going to mention, I feel like because of how small the stage is, though, I feel like Sonix also knows, he can play pretty much the exact same. Ooh, okay. That was actually really nice. You see Sonix, he actually was throwing a lot of those downers out in the game number 1, so that's totally kind of calling him out for it, which is really, really good. So you need an early stock like that on Sonix because it's just so hard to hit him. And it's so hard to hold these stocks against them because now back to even. But I feel he's still playing. Sonix uses up every single pixel of that stage.
Yep.
He spin dashes in place, or he charges in place, spin charge, I believe, at the very edge of the stage. He is willing to use as much of it as he can to get what he wants.
Yep. And if he whiffs or something happens, he'll just reposition himself into a safer spot. Because that's what that character can do. That's how strong he is. Nice.
Woo! And the Nair still just to keep Tohru in disadvantage. Just like that, most Sonic players wouldn't have been able to hit that Nair, and then Sonic's just able to actually, consistently keep Tohru in this disadvantaged state.
Yeah, he was ready to go, so good stuff. 140%. Nice. That's that neutral air. Simple and clean is the way that you're making it. Good combo coming out from Sonix.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking very, very good right here. I mean, one more stock right here for Tohru, and I believe this is also to get out of pools. So if you're Tohru, you got to come up big right here. Don't want to make it out through losers, but Sonix making that pretty much impossible. That was super sick. You just see kind of...
What's he doing? Yo, chill out. Yo, chill.
I don't know what he's looking for. I don't want to find out, though.
This man did footstool neutral air. Even Tohru was like, oh, yeah, he's playing with me, bro. My man right now playing with his food a little bit. Come on, Sonix, don't do that to him. He's just a boy, bro.
He's just a lad. A wee lad.
Nice. Doesn't get that forward air, though. Has to be careful. Wants that forward air. Rolling back and forth for now. There's Auto-Reticle.
Wow.
Again, you can't.
0 for 3.
You can't do that. I like the way you said it. His positioning, you give up too much position when you use a move like that, especially when you're fighting against Sonic, you know what I'm saying? So you can't Auto-Reticle, you can't Explosive Flame. You just kind of can't do that, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that might have been quite literally the most unfortunate place to Explosive Flame because it was right underneath the angle. So not only did you low profile it, you just, gave him the freest F smash punish that you could. Tohru's playing that really well. Found an early stock, but unfortunately just wasn't able to really capitalize off of that after that point, Sonix was like, oh, you're coming out to chase me? Okay, I just won't be up there then, just moving around in the right places at the right times.
I kind of like the, it's kind of mean, but I like the little checkups or checkmate scenario that he put him in. So he saw that Tohru went for a, I don't know if it was Auto-Reticle. It was Auto-Reticle, yeah, he went for Auto-Reticle, right? Did that move. Sonic stood in front of him because, like I said, you can't do that because you're stationary and Sonic can just move for free. He stood right in front of him and said, what are you going to do?